Hi children, welcome to the class 1 of volume 1 chapter triangles. Chapter 9, name of the ninth chapter is triangles in geometry. Here we are with the congruency in triangles. First we must know about what is the meaning of congruency. If any two figures are equal with all the respect, then it is said to be congruency. In case means what are the things to be satisfied? Size, side, angles and even the dimension. If one triangle is overlapped with the another triangle, if both the triangles coincides without any in or out, then it is said to be congruent. It should look like one triangle when two triangles are overlap each other. Now, triangle means we know well it is a closed figure with 6 properties, 3 sides and 3 angles. And there are different types of triangles. If all the sides are equal, then all the angles will be equal to 60 degree, then it is equilateral triangle. When two sides are equal, then its corresponding angles are equal, then it is said to be isosceles triangle. When the triangle has got different sides and the angles also will be different, then it is said to be scaling. And one more, the important property is the sum of the angle of a triangle is equal to 2 right angles. That is, the sum is equal to 180 degree. So now next we will be with the relationship with the sides and the angles. Here I am taking 2 triangles, triangle ABC and triangle PQR. Before we go to this, let us be with the triangle ABC. Here, in case AB is, let me write little bit. Yes. Looking at the triangle, we come to know that AB is greater than AC and AC is greater than BC. Then its corresponding angles will be also in the same way. Means opposite to AB is angle C. Angle C will be greater than opposite to AC angle B. Then angle C will be greater than angle B and this B will be greater than opposite to angle side BC. That is angle A. Means the side, if it keep on increasing or decreasing, the corresponding angles also will be keep on increasing or decreasing. Now, some important terms with the triangle. First one is median. Now I will be with this median with the triangle PQR. The line segment which connects the vertices and the midpoint of the opposite side is said to be median. Now with every triangle we are going to have 3 sides and 3 medians, 3 vertices and 3 medians. Now let us call it as PQRS. PS is the median which comes from the vertices P and reaches the midpoint of QR. If I connect from the vertices Q, it reaches the midpoint of PR. Let us call it as T. QT is another median which connects Q and the midpoint of PR. And let us take one more median from the R. This is from the vertices R and it reaches the midpoint of QP. Let us call it as U. Now here PS, QT, RU are the medians which pass through the same point and that point is said to be centroid. Let us call it as O, centroid. So the three medians which pass through the point is said to be centroid, and always the median will be with the ratio 2:1 from the vertices. That is PO is to, means PO is to OS is equal to 2:1. This is about the median. Now let's go through with the altitude. Altitude. Now let me consider one triangle. Call it as X, Y, Z. Now from three vertices, if we draw a perpendicular line means which gives you 90 degree, that is nothing but altitude. Now let me call it as A. A is one altitude. If I draw an altitude from the Y, it reaches the opposite side and it gives you 90 degree. AB, YB, and from the Z also you can have an altitude. Call it as 90 degree. Roughly I have written C. Now here we are having three altitudes which pass through the same center, means same point, not the center, same point. That is XA is one altitude, YB is another altitude, ZC is one more altitude. Three altitude meets at the point, and this point is said to be orthocenter. Orthocenter. Now next we have to deal with some important points with the triangle. Now let me take this triangle. If any side is extended, BC is extended, we are going to have one more angle, that is ACD. Call it as ACD. This is said to be exterior. If I go through with AB, this is exterior. And if I take this is the exterior angle. When any line is produced, means outer than the triangle, that angle formed is said to be exterior angle. Now let us be with the congruent triangle. Children, till now we learnt about the different types of triangles, and with related to the triangles we come across the median and altitude. Now let me take two triangles. One is A, B, C. Another one is X, Y, Z. Children, please observe carefully. Here angle A is equal to angle X. Let me write down here. A is equal to angle X. Now let me take this B. B is equal to angle Y. B is equal to angle B is equal to angle Y. Next, third one, angle C is equal to angle Z. I have taken single arc. A is equal to X, single arc, single arc. Angle B is equal to angle Y, double arc, double arc. Angle C is equal to angle Z, triple arc. Now, these three angles of this triangle, A is equal to X, B is equal to Y, C is equal to Z. Then its corresponding sides are also equal. Means opposite to A, BC will be equal to opposite to X, that is YZ. Now opposite to B, what is that? AC is equal to opposite to Y, here is XZ. XZ. Next, opposite to C is AB is equal to opposite to Z, here is XY. Now we come to know that if the angles are equal, its opposite sides are equal. Now here these two triangles are congruent. So from these two things we come to know that sixth property of this triangle, if it is equal to the sixth property of the another triangle, then these two triangles are said to be congruent. That is, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle X, Y, Z. Children, however we want or whatever we like, we can't write down. Children, when we have written ABC is congruent to X, Y, Z, A must be equal to X. Means the position of A here first and here X also has to be first. B is second, here Y is also second. C is third and Z is also. If you have done like this, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle YXZ. Now it is not E. Means this is not congruency. This is not congruency because A is not equal to Y, B is not equal to Z, and C is not equal to B is not equal to X, and C is not equal to Z. So you can write down in case for this what the right thing means. When the Y is first position, here we have to write down. In case like this, if I have written Y, X, Z, then if Y means here first B has to be taken place. Next X means A has to be taken place. Z means here C has to be taken place. Then these two things are congruent. Means triangle BAC is congruent to triangle YXZ. Then it is correct. This is correct and here this is correct. One more thing I have to say. By the given figure itself, you can identify. Means A is equal to X, B is equal to Y, C is equal to Z. In the same way, AB is equal to XY, BC is equal to YZ and AC is equal to XZ. Then they are congruent. So this is the observation through the letterings what they have given. If you have got one pink box in your textbook at the last page number. Page number 119. Important thing to observe the congruency. Please go through that all the 4 points. Then you will understand well about the congruency. Now next point is to identify the two triangles are congruent. We should not, no need to go for 6 property, all the 6 property. There are 6 means 5 rules for this. That is congruency rules. Conditions for congruency. First one, yes, yes, yes. Second one, yes, yea, yes. Third one, yea, yes, yea. Fourth one, yea, yea, yes. These two are related. Fifth one, R, H, S. Now here, in this two triangle, A, B, C, P, Q, R. If AB is equal to QR. Okay, I have taken with one mark and one mark. Double means next. Double line. BC is equal to PQ. BC is equal to PQ. Next, third one. AC is equal to PR. PR. Now here, AB is equal to QR, BC is equal to PQ and AC is equal to PR. Now, according to S condition, these two triangles are congruent. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. Now children, observe. Here AB is equal to QR means opposite to AB is angle C is equal to angle P. Opposite to QR, the angle is P. In the same way here BC is equal to PQ. Opposite to BC is angle A is equal to PQ. PQ opposite is R. And here opposite to AC is angle B is equal to PR. that is angle Q. Here these three are said to be congruent parts, and these three are said to be CPCTC, means congruent part of the corresponding part of the congruent triangles are congruent. Corresponding part of the congruent triangles are congruent. If these three are proved, sure these three will be equal. So it is said to be CPCTC. This is according to SSS. Now next, in the same way, I am taking with ABC and PQR itself. Next is SAS, means if AB is equal to PQ and angle B is equal to angle Q and BC is equal to QR, then it is said to be a triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR according to SAS. How it has to be observed means side, angle, side. Here also in the same way, side, angle, side. Next comes ASA. How the ASA gives you congruency means if angle B is equal to angle Q and AB is equal to QP and angle A is equal to angle P, then it is said to be ASA. This can be taken here also. ASA. But how the things abbreviate, in the same way here it has to be ASA. Next, AAS. How the AAS condition to be applied. Please observe the figure carefully. Angle B is equal to angle Q. Next comes angle A is equal to angle P. Then one side. The side should not be between the angles. It has to be separate. Either it has to be BC or AC. Here also this or this. AC. PR means angle B is equal to angle Q, angle A is equal to angle P and side AC is equal to side PR. Then it is said to be these two triangles are congruent according to AAS. Now next is important that you have to listen carefully and learn the thing. Now children, listen carefully. RHS.